Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Luces para Emprender. Este es un capítulo muy especial.
The most valuable lesson is that sometimes you have obstacles in life that you see them, they're very bad for you, but in the future, you're going to see them as the best thing that happened in your life. Every morning, I'm not going to work. I'm going to meet my friends, which is the best thing that can happen for anyone in the world. I love my life. Like, I love my life, not because I have money, because the people around me, because every morning I'm achieving a new dream. And yes, there's many obstacles and many bad days. Not everything is pink. But I love the bad days because without the bad days, you can't appreciate the pink days and the gold days.
How will be that new world order? Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Luces para Emprender. Este es un capítulo muy especial porque tenemos un invitado que está en directo desde Tel Aviv, Israel. Él es Naor Baruch, es un inversionista especializado en cripto y tiene un fondo que se llama Algo Blessed. Welcome, Naor.
Hello, how are you? God bless Israel, God bless Colombia.
So now tell us, who are you and where were you born and raised?
Okay, I will tell my full story.
Yeah, please.
My name is Naor Baruch. I'm an Israeli young billionaire. I was born in Israel. When I was 2 years old, my father passed away. When I was 8 years old, I moved to the Netherlands, to Holland, to live there with my mom for 3 years. Then we came back. My mother had very bad disease. She had Crohn and she was blind. And since very young age, I used to go to work and bring money to the table to my family so we can survive. We had a very tough life. My mother used to get money from the country because she couldn't work. She was a handicap and blind, as I said. So I used to live in the most expensive area in Israel, which called Herzliya Pituach. So all my friends used to be the most rich people and families in Israel, but I had no money. That's how I used to grow up. That's how I was my child. That's how my childhood was, and that's how it all began.
What was your biggest dream when you were a kid?
Since I was a kid, I wanted to be a billionaire. I wanted to be rich because I understood how hard life is without money. How hard life is when you can't buy the things you want to buy. And I remember as a young kid, my fridge was empty. We had no food wasn't all the time in the kitchen. And when you should, always, you need to find a solution for that. It was very hard and tough.
And what are your goals now that you are a billionaire?
Now as a billionaire, my dream is to help the Jewish community around the world and Israel and help people to succeed. I'm donating more than 20% of my net profit every year to help families, to help people to succeed. I opened the community to help people regarding investments, crypto, stocks. It's a international community. I charge very cheap for it. I even lose money on it, but I really want to make an impact on the world because at a young age, when you already made a lot of money, your dreams, the way you look at the world is absolutely differently.
So obviously a billionaire can be made. It's not only born. So how you learn to do this, your wealth?
As I said, I used to live in one of the most expensive areas in Israel, and all the fathers of my friends used to be very rich and very known people around the globe. And one of them told me about crypto in high school. And I went and I bought Bitcoin for a very cheap, for a very small amount. The Bitcoin was very, very cheap in these days. And that's it. That's the first time I bought it. And after a very short time, I used to work for a billionaire, very known billionaire in South America, actually. But I can't say the name. And from him, I understood everything about business, how to communicate with people, how to speak the language of business. And he told me the second time about crypto. Then I went to the bank. I took a loan of around, this date is around $60,000. And I bought Bitcoin on it. And it was the second time I read about it. So, okay, it's the first time it was by mistake. Second time when one of the most known billionaires in the world, the Jewish guy, told you about it. Now you're going to listen to it carefully and you're going to take this opportunity in both of your hands. I bought it. And then I saw the numbers goes up. Like the $6,000 became 120, and then it became 240 and 480 and so on and so on. And I was like, wait. How the hell I make so much money? How is it possible? So I stopped my life for 1 full year to learn it, to become a pro in cryptocurrency, to understand the market. I met with the biggest entrepreneurs in the blockchain industry around the globe, around the world. And I really wanted to understand why it go up, why it go down. Then I understood it. And before this billionaire, I worked with another guy, and I came to him and I told him, listen, let's invest in crypto. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to listen to me. And one day on his private jet, I told him, why don't we do it when he was drunk? And told me, okay, let's do it. I made him $1 billion. I supposed to receive 200 million, which is 20% of the profit. And I didn't receive anything, nothing. He fucked me up. But this was moment of my life. For the first year, it was very hard to understand it. But now when I look backwards, it was the best thing that could ever happen to me. I remember that after that, all his friends came to me and told me, hey, you're the young crypto guy, you know, to make money. Then all his friends came to me. Then I opened my first hedge fund and all the rest is history.
What is your most valuable lesson from that time?
The most valuable lesson is that sometimes you have obstacles in life that you see them, they're very bad for you, but in the future, you're going to see them as the best thing that happened in your life.
Nice. So, where to start to make a fortune for someone who doesn't have any knowledge at all?
The most important thing is knowledge. Knowledge and connections. If you have just connections, it's eh. If you have just knowledge, it's eh. Every CEO, every big entrepreneur understand that the big money, it's not in the office, it's outside the office. It's going to lunch with the people from your community, from people from your industry, to meet new people, meet new opportunities. You need to have both sides. If you have also the knowledge, also the good workers, also all the background, and also the way to communicate. If you're a trustful guy, if people believe in you and they want to make business with you, you can get anything you want in life. Anything. You know, I'm not raising money for my hedge funds for already 4 years. Why is that? Because if you have a good product and you are someone who people can trust, your clients will give you any amount you want. So why do you need new customers? You have already clients. They will open the wallet whenever you ask them because they believe in you.
That leads me to the next question. Which is the principle that you look for someone who surround you? I mean, you have a lot of people surrounding you. What's the best principle that you look in for them in them?
The best and the most important thing and the most important position to find people is PA. Not someone just to send mails or answer phones. That's not. PA is someone you can trust and can go to meetings instead of you. And sometimes it's smarter than you and it can give you another way of thinking because they see the world on a different way. And I have PAs in a few countries in the world, and those people are the people I can trust. I can call in any hour, in the morning, in the night, doesn't matter. They're going to be always there for you. Not because they get salary for you, because they love you, because they admire you, and because they can see the future with you, and they want to achieve your dreams together with you. Of course, they're getting very high salary. But money doesn't build trust because someone else can offer more, or he can open a new business by himself. I know, but you need people that wants to be number two, which is very hard to find. Most people wants to be number one. But even look at Warren Buffett. Without Charlie Munger, he couldn't make it. Every someone in the top is number two. Bill Gates has number two. Steve Jobs has number two. Everyone has a number two. And the more PAs you have, more number twos you have around you, the faster, the quicker you can do it.
So, if money doesn't build trust, what does?
Most of my people around me are people that I know for more than 10 years, people that are my friends, my childhood friends. So it's a lot more than money. Every morning, I'm not going to work. I'm going to meet my friends, which is the best thing that can happen for anyone in the world. I love my life. Like, I love my life, not because I have money, because the people are people around me, because every morning I'm achieving a new dream. And yes, there's many obstacles and many bad days. Not everything is pink. But I love the bad days because without the bad days, you can't appreciate the pink days and the gold days.
Nice. How do you see yourself in the future? Let's say 10 years.
It's very hard to look in this world 10 years forward because you have AI and robots. Let's say what happened between 1960 and 1970 is 10 years, correct?
Yeah.
But in these days, 10 years then, it's like 1 year in these days. Everything is going so fast. Like, look at us, like every day something new is happening. There is a war, there is Venezuela, every day something happening. Donald Trump is changing, war all over the world, AI, Davos. The world is going to change rapidly. The closer we get to 2030, which is less than 4 years, we are going to get a new world order.
How will be that new world order?
I can't say everything, but I can say that AI will affect the world and AI is already too strong. ChatGPT is not AI. It's like 20 years ago. The AI in these days, if I saw things in my eyes, I didn't believe it. They're smarter than people. They have feelings. They know how to communicate. They look like human beings. I'm telling you that, I don't remember which company it was, but it was a big AI company. They asked them, what is your goal? To change Google? They say no, to change your mother. People couldn't live without AI. Look at these days. You can't live without ChatGPT, right? So in 2-3 years, the kids that are now 6, 8 years old, 9 years old, they're going to be, everything in their life will be around AI. They're going to trust AI more than their family.
So what's the best advice you give to people to live in that world?
Enjoy the last moments of the world. Be with your people. Yeah, it's true. When I was in Davos, Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, he spoke about that AI is already too strong. It's too scary. I remember I was also in Davos and I spoke with someone very smart from Harvard, and he told me we need to make people in school to stop using AI because it makes their brain of the people less smarter because you're not using your brain anymore. You trust the computer more than yourself. You're not thinking.
Well, now, thank you so much for this interview. Y a todos ustedes, muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos en este episodio especial de Luces para Emprender. Soy Angélica María Gómez, Minuto 60, un infinito de información.